Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have another what's sold on Poshmark and eBay video for you guys today. And for this video, I'm going to be combining all of the sales I made really for the entire month of July. I was on vacation for most of it, so really didn't sell a whole lot for probably at least 2.5 weeks of the month. So I decided just to group everything together in terms of all of my July sales and wanted to share them with you guys today. So if you want to check out every single item I sold during my vacation month of July, definitely keep on watching. For those of you who might be new, thanks so much for checking this out. I'm a full-time working mom, but in my spare time I really love making these videos on fashion, beauty, mommy lifestyle, in addition to reselling as well. So if that kind of thing sounds at all interesting, definitely check out my other videos, and please consider hitting that subscribe button as well. Alright, so for today, again, I want to do a typical what's sold video, but I'm going to group all the sales for the 4 full weeks of July. And as I mentioned earlier, the reason I'm doing this is that really for over half of the month, essentially, I had my Poshmark closet on vacation mode, so it didn't really make any sales because I had a couple of really fun vacations. We went to Southern California, Disneyland, also went down the coast and to several beaches, so I had a couple of vacations thrown into July. So my sales are definitely down for that reason, but hey, that's okay because that's how reselling goes, of course, and that's why this is a part-time gig for me. So I was super excited to at least have a decent amount of sales toward the end of July. Just curious as well, for you resellers out there, when you go on vacation, how do you handle that? Is there a way you can honestly continue selling on Poshmark? I haven't figured that out yet. I think the nice thing on eBay, which is what I try to do, is if you're on vacation, you can still leave your store open for sale, but you do make a little note telling the buyer that I am currently on vacation, so my shipping will be delayed by so many days. So at least the buyer is aware that shipping will be delayed before they make their purchase. On Poshmark though, I can't really figure out how to do that. I generally do next day shipping on all of my sales, both on eBay and Poshmark. So if I want to continue that, rapid shipping, if you're on vacation, I just really don't see how that works. So if there's a great way to ship and sell on Poshmark when you're on vacation, definitely let me know. For now, at least, when I'm out of town, my Poshmark closet is closed and my eBay store is put on vacation mode where I can still make some sales, but I do notify buyers of the delayed shipping. Nonetheless, I made some decent sales, especially toward the end of the month, and definitely on eBay as well. My sales picked up, maybe because, again, my store was open for a good portion of my vacation period on eBay. So I'm excited to share with you guys what I ultimately sold. If you are new to Poshmark and interested in making your first purchase, as a reminder again, please consider using my referral code. It's MODMOMMD, that's MODMOMMD. And when you log into Poshmark, put in my referral code and ultimately make your first purchase anywhere on the site, you will save $10. So definitely check it out. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump into my Poshmark sales. So on Poshmark, I did okay. So I didn't sell anything for the first 2 full weeks of July because, again, my closet essentially was closed. So my first sale on Poshmark came in mid-July, and this was this pair of Alex Marie red wedge ankle strap sandals, as you can see here. And this was just a really kind of cute basic red sandal, perfect for the summer months. I did haul this in a thread-up shoe rescue box haul, and that's how I picked this one up. Otherwise, I normally would not pick up an item like this. These shoes are in a size 9.5, and I ultimately did sell it via offers to likers of $24. My shipping discount was $1.50. So my net earnings were $17.70. So in my opinion, not bad for a thread-up rescue shoe item. So I was really happy about that sale. The next item was really one of my favorites of this whole period, and it was this really, really beautiful dress from Lulu's. So this was the Mandala Daydream Blueprint Maxi dress. It was new with tags in a size small. So this was just a gorgeous full-length maxi dress, super beautiful, totally my style, with a little bit of kind of bell sleeve, as you can see here. And it was new with tags. So as I said in other videos, I do really enjoy picking up Lulu's, especially the dresses, and really only if they're new with tags. Unless it's a super, super cute style, I try to stick to new with tag Lulu's. And for some reason, I do find a decent amount of new with tag Lulu's. So this was an example of that. This was just a gorgeous dress, so I was super happy to find it. And ultimately, this did sell per offers to likers of $44. My shipping discount was $1.50. So my earnings were $33.70 on this gorgeous dress. So really good sale for me. Definitely would pick this dress up again going forward. The next item here was another thread-up shoe rescue box item. It was from Cupid, and it was a peep toe block heel sandal in a size 7. So again, Cupid is a brand that I definitely would not normally pick up or source on my own, but I often find them in these rescue boxes, and they can sell okay, especially if it's a cute style like this. So I thought this particular sandal was perfect for the summer months, so not surprised it's sold this time of year. So ultimately, I did sell this for a best offer of $20, so my net earnings were $16. The next item is another thread-up shoebox item. It was from Aerosoles. It was called the Cheerful Leather Reptile Embossed Pumps in a size 11. So this, of course, is another item that I would not normally source on my own, but I did receive this in a thread-up box, so I was happy this moved along. And ultimately, I did accept a best offer of $18, so my net earnings are $14.40. So again, not bad. I think people definitely do like Aerosoles though. They're really comfortable shoes, of course, and this was actually kind of a cute, trendy style, so I was really happy that sold. Another, go figure, thread-up shoe rescue box shoe was what sold next. This one was from Cole Haan. It was a leather Nike Air platform pump. And this was in a size 7 in this kind of really nice, I would say, mahogany type of color. There was some wear, but it wasn't too bad. I personally do like Cole Haan pumps, and I did go through a phase maybe a couple years ago where I was super into them. So I had a lot of these kind of Nike Air pumps because I thought they were perfect for the workplace. I love basic classic heels, but obviously they're not that comfortable for the most part, especially if I'm wearing them for, 10-hour plus days. So I really got into these Cole Haan shoes. I think they make great quality shoes, and this Nike Air technology really does add a lot of comfort features. So I did receive this in the thread-up rescue box and was happy to find this one actually. So this one ultimately sold for a best offer of $30. So my net earnings were $24 on these beautiful pumps. All right, the next item is another pair of shoes, and this was from a Payless brand called Dex Flex Comfort. This one was called the Tilda. It was a nude slingback heel. It was new with tags, brand new in the box, and this was a size 12. So several months ago, I did sell other similar Dex Flex Comfort shoes, and I picked up just a small handful of these from a local Payless shoe store that was in our local mall that was going out of business. So I got them at a discounted price, and I figured, even though these obviously don't retail for a whole lot, I figured I could maybe try to flip them. They were pretty successful, so I picked up 4 of them, and this was my last to sell. So I was happy to move this along finally. Going forward, unless you can get these super discounted, it's probably not worth your time to resell this line of footwear, but I was happy this moved along. And honestly, the styles are really cute, and I was also a big fan of Payless shoes, especially in high school and even in college. I think they made some really super affordable footwear, and the styles are actually pretty trendy, honestly. So I thought this was a cute style. So I was happy to ultimately sell this pair of shoes for a best offer of $15. So my earnings were $12 on this sandal. Alright, another pair of shoes that sold was another thread-up item, and this one was from Enzo Angiolini. It was a metallic leather loafer in a size 10. So this brand I did also used to personally purchase, and I think they make pretty high-end quality shoes for a decent price point. This one I would not normally source as well, however, but I did get this in a thread-up shoebox, so I decided to resell it. Of course, it was in excellent condition. I did accept a best offer of $15, so my net earnings were $12 on these loafers. Alright, so finally, something that's not shoes that sold is this beautiful dress from Boden. It was a faux wrap style cap sleeve dress in a size 6. So I've sold this style many times before. It sells for about this price point. So if you can pick it up for a decent value, I think it's worthwhile. So this one I did sell for an offers to likers of $28. So my shipping discount was $1.50. Net earnings are $20.90. So not bad. I mean, not the best margin, I'll say, in terms of profit, but it's just a very classic style of dress, especially for warmer months. And Boden, for me, again, like I keep saying, still sells well, contrary to what maybe some other resellers would think. I think Boden, for me, is still a pretty consistent seller, so I definitely continue to look for it when I'm outsourcing. All right, the next item was a pair of shoes. This one I did source on my own, however, and it was not from ThredUp. And this is a brand that I often play around with sometimes if I find a good style. So it's Via Spiga. I think their retail price points are a little bit higher. Resale wise, you know, I think it's so-so. So it really depends on the style. So honestly, this particular shoe I probably would not pick up again going forward, but it was a decent one, I would say. I just really like the style. It was this ankle strap type of peep toe sandal with a wedge, as you can see here. I thought it was just a cute style, very classic black suede shoe. There was definitely wear on this, however, which I disclosed, but you know, I thought it was just a nice style, so I wanted to give it a try. This was a size 8.5, and I ultimately did accept a best offer of $32. Actually, you know, I think this was a full price sale of $32, and my net earnings were $25.60. So honestly, I was surprised it sold for full price. I was very happy about that. And going forward, you know, I don't think it would normally command this value maybe going forward. So I probably would be a little more cautious about Via Spiga. But I'm really happy this moved along, and I really hope the buyer enjoyed them. All right, so the next item, this one honestly was probably my favorite of this month. And this one I did haul in a recent thrift haul, which I will link down below if you want to check it out. But this was a beautiful romper from Majorelle, which is a Revolve brand. I don't typically find Revolve in my thrift store, so I was super happy to come across this item. And it was the Edge View romper. And as you can see here, it was just a super cute style. The colorway, I would say, or the print was called White Raspberry. So it was this just beautiful kind of little pink and vine type of floral print. And it was a shorts romper, which was super unique. I had some really cute stock photos of this item as well, which I think might have helped. So this sold super fast on Poshmark. I had it listed maybe for at most a couple of weeks, and it sold really quickly for a pretty good offer of $65. So my net earnings were $52 on this romper. So definitely a great pickup. Revolve for me still sells very well, so I was happy to find this. I particularly love Majorelle as well. So yeah, I was super happy about this find. All right, and just one other final item that sold during this vacation stretch on Poshmark, and this was a pair of Wit and Wisdom high-rise ankle jeans in a size 4, and this was new at tags. So Wit and Wisdom is another line of jeans that I kind of play around with a little bit. In general, I do not source this if it's a pre-owned condition, but new at tags like this one, I figured I would give it a try. I have to say that this line of jeans definitely commands some attention. Whenever I list a Wit and Wisdom item, I definitely get a decent amount of likes pretty quickly. So I think it's a brand to keep your eye out for, but the price points obviously aren't super high, so you have to be a little bit wary of that. But if it's new at tags like this, I thought it was worthwhile trying. So I ultimately accepted a best offer of $42. So my net earnings were $33.60 on these jeans. So not a bad flip. I think it definitely helped that it was new at tags though, so I would definitely try to stick to those kinds of items. But Wit and Wisdom, I mean, definitely a pretty consistent seller in terms of brand for me. All right, so those were all my Poshmark sales for my vacation month of July, and honestly, not bad, right? At least for me as a part-time, I should say very part-time reseller, that wasn't bad considering at least half of the month my closet was on vacation mode. So I'm going to move on to eBay, and my eBay sales actually were pretty good during this stretch. And I was really happy about that. It was probably one of my better eBay months overall. So I'm going to take you through all the sales that I made on eBay and share with you the sales price I made for them. And you'll see I had a nice mix of items that sold and some really good kind of higher ticket items too, which I was super happy about. Okay, so I'm going to reference my little notebook here because eBay is not as easy to pull up on my phone for me, so I'll let you know kind of these items and their sales prices. So the first item here, as you can see, is a beautiful Barefoot Dreams cardigan, and even though I sold this in July, which is in the middle of summer, Barefoot Dreams sells at all times, but especially as we head into the fall and winter months, really keep your eye out for this brand. It's super hot still. I own a ton of Barefoot Dreams, and I will link down my classic Barefoot Dreams video that I made a couple years ago where I go into a lot more about the brand and also more information about the different fabrications they sell. I will also show you my collection as of 2 years ago in that video. I will at some point make an updated one. I've collected so many more items since that time. Really, really love this brand. Really high-end kind of, I would say even luxury type of loungewear. And they make a lot of ready-to-wear items as well now. So this cardigan was in a size medium, and I got a decent amount of attention on both Poshmark and eBay. And honestly, it took a little bit longer to sell for me than I thought, and I'm a little surprised. Actually, it sold in summer, but again, items just sell all year round. You don't really have to worry too much about the season per se, I would say, when you're selling on these platforms. So the sweater sold for $55 on eBay, which for me was a pretty good sale. I was very happy about that. So always looking out for Barefoot Dreams. The next item that sold on eBay was an Anthropologie Angel of the North Aurora Wool Alpaca Cardigan in a size medium. This is a super cute style. It had a zipper up the front, as you can see here. It's an Anthropologie brand, Angel of the North, which is one that I think is still hit or miss. I tend to pick up the items from this line though, because they often are really great quality pieces. So they often are alpaca or wool blend, as you can see with this sweater. So a little bit of a higher end fabrication is something I look out for when I'm sourcing. So this particular line from Anthro, I still really consider if I find it out there, especially if it's in good condition. I thought this was a pretty unique style too, so I wanted to give it a try. This did honestly sit for a long time though. I would say well over a year. So I was very happy this sold. It's kind of weird that it sold again in July, this alpaca wool sweater, but I will take it. I was super happy about that. And it was again in a size medium, and it sold for $35 on eBay. The next item was a Bolo brand for me that I have never found out sourcing before, but it was from Tumi. Tumi is a brand of travel accessories and luggage that you should definitely keep your eye out for if you're a reseller. It commands a very good resale value, I would say. So I was happy to find this really cute black fabric crossbody travel piece from Tumi. I ultimately did sell this for $55 on eBay, which again for me was a pretty good flip. So I'm super excited about that one. So next item was another sandal from a Thread of Rescue box, and this was from Joie. It was called the A la Plage Nice Knot Leather Sandal. It was kind of a slide style, as you can see here. It was European sizing, 37.5. I ultimately sold it for $30 on eBay, which was pretty good. This one I had a feeling would sell. It was excellent condition overall, I would say, and really, really well made. Super cute style, just kind of basic, classic, kind of neutral sandal, I would say. So I was definitely happy these sandals sold, especially this time of year. Going into winter, I don't really necessarily want to hang on to my sandals so long, so I was happy I moved along in July. And yeah, Joie I think is a line that is a little bit hit or miss, but if you can find a cute style like this, I think it's definitely worthwhile picking up. Alright, so this next item here, besides the Revolve romper I talked about, is my favorite piece. This is actually, I believe, my highest price sale during this month, and it was from Lilly Pulitzer. It's the Montague Wrap Maxi dress. This was new at tags that I found out sourcing, and it was a size extra small. I did haul this in that same haul that I talked about with the Revolve dress, and I'll link that down below. But I had an amazing dress score during that thrifting trip, and this was one of the items I found. I could not believe that it was new at tags. Super happy, really excellent condition, obviously because it was new, but just a gorgeous print and style. There's some really cute stock photos for this dress too, which I included in the listing. So ultimately this got a lot of attention on both Poshmark and eBay, but I ultimately sold it on eBay for a best offer of $100. So really good item. I think these new at tag Lilly Maxi dresses right now, if they're a newer style, sell for about this $100 price point. So I was super happy with this flip. So definitely keep your eye out for these types of maxi dresses from Lilly Pulitzer. Alright, the next item was a retail arbitrage piece, and this was from Rock Revival. It was a Moto Camille distressed skinny jean in a size 28. It was new at tags, and ultimately this sold on eBay for $75. So not bad. Again, it was retail arbitrage for me, so I paid quite a bit for the actual item. So it wasn't the best flip in terms of profit margin, but I think the sales price was very reasonable, and I was really happy about that. you know, Rock Revival is a line of jeans that I think still continues to perform pretty consistently for me. So I do consider picking this up when I'm outsourcing. I honestly don't find it that often when I'm outsourcing personally. So that's why I tried this through retail arbitrage, which is okay. Again, not the best for retail arbitrage, but definitely something worthwhile considering if you can get it for a pretty decent price point. The next item was another pair of jeans, and this one was a thrifted item. It was 7/7 floral print skinny petite jean and a size 8 petite. So it had this really beautiful floral print, and I sat on this for a long time now, and I'm a little surprised about that. I really like the print, but honestly, I think I've learned my lesson that printed or kind of colored jeans or bottoms maybe don't do as well as more the classic style bottoms. So I have to keep that in mind when I'm sourcing, but I wanted to give this print a try nonetheless. It was also petite, so maybe that hurt this a little bit as well, honestly. Ultimately, though, I did decide to accept a best offer of $20 on these jeans, which, you know, isn't really great in terms of from what I paid for it. But, you know, I wanted to move it along because I had it for so long. So I was just happy it went to a good home. So, yeah, I think going forward, I think the brand 7/7, it's probably not worthwhile picking up. Again, printed jeans, I think, don't do all that great. And petite sizes, I still definitely would consider picking up, but that may be another thing that, you know, if you have the choice, maybe to steer clear from. Those are just my thoughts on these kind of jeans, but ultimately, I was happy it ultimately sold. All right, so 2 more items to share with you guys. The next is this Prana Summit Pant. It's charcoal heather in a size large. It was new with tags, and I did also recently haul this in a thrift haul. And I sold this on eBay for $45, which for me was a really great price. And when I hauled this, I did talk about Prana, and for me at least, Prana sells better if it's pants like this. In particular, I've sold the summer pants a couple times before. It's kind of this parachute type of material pants. I think it definitely has a nice following on these platforms. It's a pull-on style with an elasticized waistband as well. This one surprisingly was new with tags. I was super happy to find it like that. Even if it was pre-owned and not new with tags, I still would consider picking up this particular style of pant from Prana. I think it has done very well for me before. If it was new with tags, obviously it's an extra bonus too. But this particular summit pant, again, for me, has done really, really well. I've sold it probably 3 times at least already before. All right, so one final item in this sales period, and it was again from Boden, a pretty staple kind of seller as I've talked about in my closet and store. It's from, again, Boden, and it was called the Millie Bloomsbury Spot Mixed Print Blouse. It was kind of a mixed media type of style, as you can see here, kind of a mixed print design, which is, I thought, pretty cute. And it was in a size 14. So it ultimately sold on eBay for $30. So even though I say I love Boden, I'm not talking about just buying everything from Boden. I think I need to look out for things that have a little bit of a different spin or make it a little bit unique. So for this top, that would be the fabrication I thought was a little higher end, but also the print I thought was unique and really different as well. So that's why I thought this particular top had several things going for it. It was the material, the print, and actually, honestly, the size 14. A slightly larger size also can do better, especially with a line like Boden. So yeah, happy about this sale, and I would definitely pick up something like this going forward if I found it for a decent price point in good condition. All right, so there you have it. Honestly, not bad, right? So these were for 4 full weeks of July, but again, most of those 4 weeks I was out on vacation. So knowing that, this is a pretty good month for me, so I was very thrilled about that. I hope you had fun kind of going through the different sales that I made this past month. If you have any awesome sales, comment down below. Let me know what's selling for you these days and what items have been really ones that you have your eye on as well. I do plan to put out a lot more content in terms of reselling if that's the kind of thing you're interested in, so definitely stay tuned. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.